Today I'm filming the 2020 Chevy Camaro 1SS. This vehicle competes against the Ford Mustang, the Dodge Challenger. So my question for today's video is, how does this Camaro compare to the other competition? So looking at the front fascia of the Camaro, Chevy has went with a new design, which is a more aggressive language here. As you can see with those full LED headlights, those are LED turn signal. You projector bulbs with an LED daytime run light here, lower part of the fascia here. Your Chevy emblem, which is here, it kind of blacked it out there. The opening here in the front fascia is very aggressive. This vehicle looks more aggressive than the Mustang and also compared to the Dodge Challenger as well. And there is some functional air vents here to put a coolant over the brakes or to put an air curtain over the wheel. But let's look at the side proportions here of the Chevy Camaro. So looking at the side proportions of the Chevy Camaro, starting off with these tires and wheels, these are a Goodyear 245/40. They're wrapped in a 20-inch rim design. I like the 5 multi-spoke wind turbine look here with the 6-piston Brembo brakes in the front. You get 4 pistons in the rear. These are actually staggered wheels. You get 275s in the rear there, as you guys can see. It's very fat here. As you can see, they're 275. Your wheelbase is 110.1 with overall length of 188.3. So the Camaro does fit smack in the middle compared to the Mustang here. But let's look at the rear of the Chevy Camaro. So here at the rear of the Chevy Camaro, looking at this rear spoiler here, is for more downforce. If you brake light here, your Chevy emblem, which is here, full LED tail lights. My apologies that the car's a little dirty and there's a little bird poop right there, but I didn't have time to wash it because of the weather, like it's gonna rain. But it says badge, which is here, dual exhaust here, which sounds pretty damn good. But I'm gonna let you guys hear what that sounds like really quick. As you guys heard from the exhaust clip, it does sound pretty good when you put it into actual track. A stand-up backup camera, and there is some LED lighting for your tag. But open up the cargo back here. Of course, it has the smallest cargo in the actual segment compared to the Mustang. You get around 9 cubic feet of space. But here on the load floor, you actually do get a fix-a-flat kit, but my Tesla doesn't have it, or Chevy does give you run flat tires. But let's hop into the interior of the Chevy Camaro. So I have the key fob here for the 2020 Chevy Camaro 1SS. But walking up to the Camaro, you can keep this key in your purse or in your pocket. As you see, you can lock the door with the click of a button. To unlock it, just click it again. Open up this interior here. My Tesla has the jet black interior with the cloth seats with 8-way driver adjustable seating. Your mirror controls, your window controls here. It is express up, express down for driver and passenger. A soft portion here to rest your elbows. The materials in here are gonna be a hard touch plastic. Your trunk release is gonna be down here. But getting inside the Camaro here really quick, you're definitely gonna know how low this vehicle is when you get inside. Closing the door. Door sounds nice and solid, but to fire it up, just put your foot on the brake and press the start stop button here, and you hear that 6.2 liter come to life. You have the traditional GM chime, which they should definitely change because that's kind of old school. But looking here at this leather wrap steering wheel, you do have paddle shifters. You can shift to that 10-speed automatic transmission, adaptive cruise control. Favorite buttons are here. You have this flat bottom steering wheel here. I don't like the actual designing wise of the Camaro. It looks too bulky here for the airbag cover. I don't actually like the design, how they made the steering wheel cover look. This right here, you can cycle through this LCD display here in the actual center stack, which is a blank page. As you can see, you have your digital speedo here. You can cycle through different things like your oil temperature and so forth. Thinking here, but I do like that this is the actual D-cut steering wheel or 3-spoke wheel design here. All part of your dashboard here is going to be hard touch plastic. You have this 8-inch display here that does have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Going here to my Chevy Link, which is the built-in navigation. I'm gonna just accept these terms really quick. Give me a second. Skip. Okay, I'm gonna just go back out of it. You also have 4G LTE hotspot here, but putting the Camaro into reverse here, there is distance markers with trajectory, but putting it back into park, there is a manual mode here. You can shift through that 10-speed automatic transmission or shift through the gear lever here. I actually like the leather material here with the stitching here. Looking here, your stability control. You also have different drive modes, which is sport, track, ice, and snow. tour mode. It will also, whenever you cut the car off, is on the default in the mode that you left it in, but I'm gonna leave it into actual sport mode here. Electronic parking brake, 2 cup holders here. Center console is very small, as you guys can see. The USB port does let you connect to the Apple CarPlay. There's only one USB port up here in the front, unfortunately, but Chevy does give you a 12 volt here. I wish there was a little bit more USB ports in here instead of just being one in the actual center console here. These air vents here, you can actually adjust the temperature how you would like, kind of like an Audi. Actually, like the Audi like click sound. It does have a nice sounding to it. The glove box here is damped, but it's not lined with felt. It's a pretty decent sized glove box. The seats in here are very comfortable. They're not aggressively bolstered though. For some random reason, I don't see them being really tight, but I know if you go for the 1LE, the seats are narrow. I think they actually have the Recaro seats, if I'm not mistaken, but they're way more aggressively bolstered, and LED lighting throughout the whole entire cabin. But let's hop into the rear of the Chevy Camaro. Into the back seat of the Camaro here, as you can see, my Tesla does have the power seat, so this might take a while. So as you guys can see from here, I'm going to show you a little sneak peek. The seating back here, as you guys can see, the leg room is very small back here. But getting back here, I have to loop the seat belt over. Oh God, loop it over the driver here. But Chevy rates the legroom back here at 29.9 inches of legroom. That's very small, but this is what the passenger seat pushed to this far setting. There is no legroom whatsoever back here, but the seats are just like the front. They're cloth. They have a nice feel to them, but the materials back here can be hard touch plastic. There's no USB ports back here. That's only in the center console here, and besides the 12 volt, there's not a lot of charging ports in here whatsoever. There's a little cubby tray here. I know for the 2018 model, you do get a wireless charging pad that's actually right here, so I'm not sure you have to option that in on the Camaro trim level. But this the seats in here, they're not bad, but you know, they could be a little bit better. But the legroom back here, like I mentioned, is very sad. It's only 29 inches of legroom. The Challenger is the only one that offers around 40 inches of legroom, so I could see why a lot of people are buying the Challenger over the Camaro and the Mustang as well. But let's see what powers this Chevy Camaro. So looking here up on the hood of the Camaro SS, this has the company's 6.2 liter. It makes 455 horsepower, 455 foot-pounds of torque. You can pick between a 4-cylinder, a V6, and the V8, which my Tesla has right here. This does have the 10-speed automatic transmission. Chevy equips this with a 6-speed manual, but with the 10-speed is a $1,500 option. So you can pick between 3 different powertrains, a 4-cylinder, a V6, and a V8. As this one sits, it weighs around 3,600 pounds. Fuel economy is 16 in the city, 27 on the highway, and 20 combined. So it's pretty good fuel economy numbers, but let's take the Camaro out and see how she performs. The 2020 Chevy Camaro SS. This has a 6.2 liter V8. It makes 455 horsepower and 455 foot-pounds of torque. It's paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission. Visibility in the Camaro, of course, that's its weak spot. It doesn't have good visibility, but my Tesla doesn't actually have the blind spot monitoring. So that will be a recommendation for me personally, because this car does have a lot of blind spots because the high belt line in the rear, and with that rear glass, so you can barely see out of it. So if you're a person that's 6 foot something, the visibility is going to be very bad. I'm 5'8", and I can barely see over my right shoulder here. The visibility is not the best, but steering feel, the Camaro does stay planted. The steering feel does feel tightened. This is in sport mode, but I know you switch to drive modes, the steering feel should loosen up just a little bit. In track, it feel like it got a little firmer, so you can definitely take this out on track. Like track mode here is really tight. But the sounding in here is pretty good, and this does have the 10-speed automatic transmission, which is about a $1,500 option. So I think the 6-speed would honestly be worth getting. But if you like manual, Chevy still offers this in the 6-speed with the rev matching. I'm gonna drop it down to first gear. The 10-speed does this car justice, especially with actual gas mileage. You get 16 in the city, 27 on the highway, and 20 combined. But of course, you gotta put premium in this thing. But if you're not driving in track mode, you can put this in tour, which is like kind of like normal mode, I guess. The steering did get a little lighter compared to track, which was like 10 times as tighter. But handling wise, the Camaro does handle pretty good. But if you're looking for something to put your family in, tremendous amount of times, they're trashy. And my tester is missing heads of display that they offer in the Camaro. Honestly, the visibility in here sucks, guys. It's really bad. It's bad. If you got a passenger sitting next to you, you cannot see anything. So basically you have to like look around them. There's a limited slip differential with performance suspension, so that's why the ride quality in here is very good. Honestly, the seats in here, I wish they were just aggressively bolstered, just like how you get in the 1LE. I think those actually have the Recoro seats, which I would honestly recommend getting, just because that car is mainly revolved around like performance and like track driving. But I think the cloth seats in here, they're pretty good, but I wish they were just aggressively bolstered just a little bit, or I wish they had a power button here that you can adjust them to be aggressively bolstered. But the cloth seats in here, they're pretty fine. They hold you in place, but I wish the bolstering in here was a little bit better. I'm not sure what Chevy's gonna do with the Camaro in the next generation, because in 2023 they're supposed to be discontinuing the Camaro due to the lack of sales, because the Challenger is the leading in the actual segment with the most volume sales. Then I think it's the Mustang that's second, and I think the Camaro is dead last when it comes to actual sales. Performance division, which is the American Pony, I think the Camaro is like dead last in sales. But you can get this thing to do a lot of burbles and pops. Honestly, if you know your right gear to be in, it will make a lot of good sounding. But a muffler delete is 100% the go-to, because even with the stock performance exhaust, it sounds pretty good, but it will sound 30 times better if you get a muffler delete, or maybe if you scrape that. But from the actual driving experience, like I showed you guys from the clip in the beginning of the exhaust sound, it does sound pretty decent. But I would prefer the sounding of a muffler delete. But like I was mentioning, I'm not sure what Chevy's gonna do in the next generation of Camaro. I'm not sure what would be the next thing, because you know, a lot of people are not buying sports cars like they used to. They're really looking for electrification, hybridization, and self-driving. So I'm not sure what Chevy's gonna do next. They might turn this into an SUV besides the Blazer that looks like the Camaro, but I'm not sure what Chevy's gonna actually do with the Camaro itself. But I want you guys to just comment down below, what are your thoughts on Chevy discontinuing the Camaro for the year 2023? After spending time with the 2020 Chevy Camaro, my tester has a 6.2 liter V8 with a performance suspension, a limited slip differential, and also that 10-speed automatic transmission. As you've seen from the driver impressions, I'm very impressed with the handling. My tester starts off at $37,000, including that 10-speed automatic transmission being an actual option, which is a $1,500 option, including destination, which is $995. My tester stickers for $39,590. I'd like to give a special thanks to my homeboy Wells for providing with today's video. If you guys want to follow him on YouTube, you guys can just check out the description box below. If you're looking to purchase one of these Camaros as well, check out the description box below. And this is my full review on the 2020 Chevy Camaro 1SS. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at Driver Reviews, and please keep subscribing to my YouTube channel. I'll catch you all in the next video.